Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Jowdy. This will be my video lecture in legal aspects in tourism and hospitality industry. Now, this will be our final meeting for this semester. Your final examination will be on Monday, next Monday, December 20, 2021, the same time, from 2 to 4 p.m. Now, also on that day, you need to submit your folder of assignments containing 10, all in all. I will be giving you assignment number 10 today. But in the meantime, I'd like to short lecture about one more topic, which is what we call torts. Not torts and damages. Now, here, when we talk of torts, we are talking about fault or negligence. No? Whose fault? Well, when we talk of fault or negligence, there is a damage. Damage caused to whether person or property. No? Whenever somebody, no, exercises undue negligence or he commits fault or negligence, of course there will be damage, a corresponding damage caused to either a person or property. Now, torts, there is another term for torts. Torts or quasi-delict. This one will mean the same thing, no? Quasi-delict. So, we are referring to the fault or negligence of somebody, no? And this fault or negligence, of course, as I said, will cause damages. Now, here, the one who caused the fault or negligence, the actor of this act, will be the defendant. No, in a case, in a civil case, we call that the defendant. The one who suffered damages, who will file a case, will be what we call the plaintiff. And they will be fighting for whether the defendant would be liable for damages or whether or not the plaintiff would be entitled to damages. Okay? So here, because of torts, all professionals, no, or all employees should be very careful in the exercise of their duties and responsibilities. So, what is required for all employees will be, what is required is what we call utmost care and also due diligence, no? In the performance of your duties and responsibilities later on, as tourism professional, you must exert what we call utmost care and due diligence in order to prevent what we call damages. Otherwise, if you have committed, no, what we call torts, fault, or negligence, then you may be held liable for what we call damages. Okay? Now, this will be your assignment for assignment number 10. No, I'd like you to research on the meaning of what we call proximate cause. No? You take a look at this doctrine, proximate cause. The number 2, contributory negligence. Contributory negligence. Then we have imputed negligence. Imputed negligence, all negligence, no? The number 4 would be the doctrine on the last clear chance. Last clear chance. And then finally, the doctrine on res ipsa loquitur. No? So these are all principles relating to what we call torts or what we call quasi-delics. Did you get that? So I'd like you to take a look at this doctrine as your assignment number 10. Proximate cause, what does that mean? Contributory negligence, what is the meaning of that? Imputed negligence, last clear chance, and res ipsa loquitur. Now, I told you, these two concepts, torts and damages, are related because once you have committed negligence or fault, then definitely there may be damages that may be imputed to you. You may be held liable for damages. Now let us take a look at the elements of these torts. Elements of torts. Well, the first of course is damages. Damage or damages is caused to the who? To the plaintiff. No? Plaintiff is the one who is claiming for damages. That's why he becomes now the plaintiff. Now, of course, fault, number 2 element is fault or negligence committed by who? Who commits negligence? Committed by the defendant. No? The defendant is the one who may be held liable for damages. We have the plaintiff. We also have what we call the defendant. Now, the third element, what do you think is the third element? The third element is the causal connection. There must be a causal connection, no? Meaning konektado. There should be a causal connection between the fault or negligence and to the damages caused. No? Dapat related. No? There was fault or negligence, and that fault or negligence caused damages. No? And then the fourth very important element would be there is no pre-existing obligation, no? For contractual relation. For contractual relation between the parties, no? There is no pre-existing obligation. So you will notice that for torts, actually, there is no pre-existing obligation. Now, we have two kinds of torts. We have culpa aquiliana, no? And we have culpa contractual. Well, the difference between this culpa aquiliana and culpa contractual, as I told you here, aquiliana, there is no pre-existing. There is no pre-existing obligation. Here, for culpa contractual, the fault or damage is, the damage rather, or the fault or negligence is incident to the performance of an obligation. No? So the very foundation upon which damages can be claimed for culpa contractual will be the contract itself. Okay? So I think I have covered everything. My only advice is when you are already engage in your profession in the tourism and hospitality industry, you have to be very careful in all your actions or omissions because you may be held liable for damages. Okay, good afternoon.